Oh. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. How we feeling, chat?
We in the building. We in the building.
We are.
Child, it's been a day, but we here. We here.
We here. We come this all by faith.
Too far.
Literally.
I'm ready to give up, Lord Jesus.
It has been a day. We had a storm. I was just telling them we had a storm, took out the Wi-Fi and had Wi-Fi since like midnight last night. So there's a lot of work I didn't do that I was going to do.
I can survive without Wi-Fi.
Huh?
How is it living in like the 1800s with no Wi-Fi? I can imagine.
Absolutely terrible to not have Wi-Fi.
What can you do? How can you doom scroll? Oh wait, no, there's still probably service, huh?
I still had service on my phone, so it wasn't like it wasn't the end of the world.
So you had a little something.
Yeah, I was good. So it's so weird. Like the power wasn't out, but the Wi-Fi, wherever the Wi-Fi comes from, it was the area at large was out because they sent me a little thing that let us know. So
my daddy's went out last night too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Not at the same time. I just realized, he got me at 3 a.m. I said, what am I supposed to do?
Drive over there, turn it on.
Right.
Child side car went right back. So I called you last night because my power went out. I was like, he said, but it came on. Ma'am.
She said, what am I supposed to do?
Child, my daddy.
No, myself, I would have unplugged it, plugged it back in. If it didn't work, shrugged my shoulders and take my butt home. I did all I could do.
That part. So, but y'all know why we here at the end of the day. It's talking about Survivor 44. Wow, that was 48.
We have for sure, surely.
Yes, 48, child. We are past 44. Eli, kick us off. What happened? How did the episode start?
So we get back, and of course, we just watched who we just see get voted out. We saw Bianca get voted out.
Bianca.
And of course, says to the crew, Chrissy, Mitch, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Cedric, I'm done with you. Pretty much because Cedric never told her the plan. And we kind of saw this fallout coming where he only had time to tell Chrissy and stays like, you're playing with me again. And Cedric's perspective is, hey, I'm the reason you stayed. And just full-on conversation covering that whole situation, which was, I don't know, fun to watch, predictable fallout, and made me laugh at the end of this episode. Say, no matter what Cedric says, Say is done with him.
She's done, for sure. And, like you said, it was predictable. We all saw it coming. So I'm not even mad. You can't even be mad at the girl. At this point, you have voted me out twice. So voted for me twice, rather. So, yeah.
And funniest part was she ended up saying, and Mitch, you voted for me. And then she ended up bringing it back. She brought it back where it's like, well, I did vote for Chrissy. So you know what? We're good.
Literally. But, after that, they all get tree mail. Everybody gets tree mail. Drop them buffs. It's time to head to the beach, the Central Beach.
Drop those buffs. Those buffs.
Everybody's excited.
Oh, man. We're done with the Vula Beach. The garbage Vula. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's Vula, right?
Yes, it's definitely garbage.
They should have
brought them all to the Vula Beach.
If Jeff wanted to be real mean, he talking about he wanted things to be hardcore and back to the basics. That's where he should have sent everybody.
Y'all got 13 people. You can rebuild that garbage island.
That's really back to the basics. Basics.
That's beyond caveman times. The way they camp set up.
Nah, for sure.
So they dropped the buffs. Everybody's excited, but of course, we can't never get a real merge, right?
Fake merch.
We're in the mergatory. So that means sometime in a few days, we'll be linking up with our girl Gia to record with Silent Podcast to do our annual mergatory episode to cover this episode. But anyways, while we here tonight, I'm so sick of this. Jeff tells us that they're gonna split up in 2 teams, right? And I'm gonna go back to the advantage. I ain't forget about the advantage, but just for purposes,
Babe, we gotta talk about that advantage. Okay?
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. So they're gonna be split up into 2 teams, and then they got a battle in the challenge, and then the half that wins get to eat the food at the merge feast, and they get to compete for immunity. Sick of it. Get over it. Let everybody eat. They done all made it to the merge point. Let everybody eat. But
I don't hate not letting everyone eat. I don't know. It's just food. It's just food. If
I
you're out
agree.
there for
I feel like they
29
should get
days,
one reward.
Yeah. That was the whole point. Oh, I ain't gonna. No, we'll talk about it when we get back to the after we talk about the advantage. So they also, when they get to the beach, they see that there's a note that tells them that there's an advantage to be found. So they all make a mad dash to go look for it. They out here scrounging. They up, looking high, looking low, looking through the bushes. And Charity, she sees Say going off on a path by herself, and for whatever reason, she don't want to say by herself. So she like, I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna see what she got, because that's what I'm gonna do. And she says, and as I'm following, I see something over there in them weeds over there. And it's the advantage. And so she start taking off. But baby, out of nowhere, like Sha'Carri Richardson, Say jump out of that tree, out of them bushes and weeds, and tear out in front of her and snatch that thing off the podium.
you can't tell me that she didn't teleport. I thought she was like 50 meters ahead of Charity. All this ran past it, and on our screen, all we see is Charity. And I'm like, oh, it's just Charity. Say ran past
pop
it.
out of nowhere.
And all of a sudden, Say's in. I swear she had to have teleported. That was, shout out to Say.
I did it in slow mo. I watched the video in slow motion, and I just did it, inch by inch. And she the camouflage was camouflage.
That's what I said. She really camouflaged. That green came. I said, wow.
She came up at the bottom of that floor, and I mean, made a mad dash and jumped over. I'm telling you, like she was a darn hurdle. She jumped over past Charity and snatched that thing up. So Say's advantage was a really nice advantage, but like past experiences, the people who win advantage don't ever win immunity.
I know, yeah. So what happened? It's like, all right, we know she's not safe, and I don't think she's winning. At least that was my thought. I was hoping she would win.
For sure. And so with this advantage, she did not have to compete through the muddy, difficult climbing up the ladder in the mud, going through the mud and doing a puzzle challenge. She gets to skip that completely, go straight to the immunity challenge, to the first individual immunity challenge. And she gets to participate in the merge feast. So honestly, that's a win.
I mean, she won a meal. Sound like a good thing to me,
And didn't have to get dirty.
And I don't have to get dirty.
There
you go. Sound like a dub to me. Y'all gonna clean up. I'm gonna go ahead and sit at that table.
Had her water bottle.
Love food. Yep.
Did y'all see her catch herself when Jeff told her she was winning? She was like, yeah. Oh, let me not, because you were just talking about this.
Because last week, sis, just hollering. You sure all right.
You got to take your successes. You can't be too high. And shoot. Say might have got on a bit of a high and been talking a little bit too much. She should have thought to herself 3 days ago what she was saying to Mary.
Yep.
I just thought that was funny. I said, now Say. Now you was just talking about the people. But I feel like
2 seconds ago.
Yes. I seen her and I saw it in her head when she caught herself. And she's like, oh, let me stop. Yeah. Because I would have been the first one. But when you just, because that's me, because I'm petty sometimes. Because when you just saying that we shouldn't be happy and we need to tone it down. I would have been
like, if I was it Mary? Not you, me.
Right.
I see over there getting.
Speaking of those two, we get to see them on the beach together, and it was funny to see Stay initially getting excited. First confession was like, "Oh, we left things at such a good point. Like we both respect each other." And Mary was kind of like, "Hey, I don't trust Say. I'm sorry, I still don't trust Say.
She ain't looking forward to it at all.
Yeah. And it's understandable, but please work together.
Literally, we were fighting for 4 weeks straight to get y'all together, 3 weeks, whatever. And here y'all go back at odds. I don't know if Say realizes it or not, but
she don't. Not yet, anyway. She was happy. Like, oh, there go my girl, Mary. You know, we was at odds, but you know, we finally back together. And Mary over there like, girl, I'm trying to get this green off my chest. Now I was like, damn. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with this green. I was like, Lord Jesus.
She even said, she went as far as say, if I could be naked on national television, I would do that instead of this green. But you know, family.
But you know, a lot of people do that. Just shout out Naked and Afraid.
That's true. Wrong show, but true.
True. And so she gets to sit out of the competition. I don't care to elaborate on the challenge. They crawl through mud.
Obstacle course with a puzzle at the end.
Hey.
Literally, that's it.
Typical.
Right. So that's how we did. I didn't even take note of who was on the teams. That's how
I got the winning team. I'm missing one person, but I know the winning team ended up being Kyle, Star, David, Mary, Chrissy, and Charity. Camilla, I think.
And Charity.
Oh wait, was Charity there, not Chrissy?
Wait, no, Charity was. Yeah, Charity was there. No, she wasn't. Was she?
I don't know. But then add Say in, and then of course losing.
No, she wasn't there. Star. It was. Yeah, no.
Losing team. I'm forgetting someone, but I know it might have been Charity, and then you got Cedric, Joe, Eva, Mitch, and then one other person. Oh yeah, Shaheen.
Yeah, because Charity, she wasn't there because I remember Star brought up her name because Star was like, I ain't afraid to bring up nobody's name. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay,
Star.
Hey, this might be Star's coming out.
This was a breakout episode for Star. It was.
She is. I was like, I was a little nervous. I'm like, hold on, girl. Hold on. You might pick up some allies. Like, relax. But she did all right.
This is my draft pick, man. I was nervous for Star the first pre-merge, where it's like, man, she ain't got no allies. Her own people don't like her. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, she's comforting. She's like being lovable to Cedric, and she got allies. She recovered her relationship with Eva.
Yeah, because before the challenge, so we're gonna back up, just rewind a little bit. So we have Charity being messy while they all on the same beach, right? Charity is basically telling everybody that Eva got an idol, which I'm not mad at. I want everybody to know you got it. Yeah, she's a threat.
Especially if you want her out. If you want her out, bring it up.
And she wants her out because Charity, believe it, as wild as she is, she not wrong. She was not wrong this entire episode, except for when she wanted to vote outside. What they should have did was maximize their joint slay, as some people might say on Twitter, and found a way to get out Eva. Is what they should have done. But because nobody wants to take out Eva, I'm gonna say it. Folks are scared now. I'm sure it's because of perception that folks don't want to target her. You know,
people will. I feel like people will. Not yet, though. Not yet.
But why not now? When? Eli, how many times? Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, I understand Charity's perspective where, well, we saw Chrissy and a lot of the Siva crew being like, hey, we kind of want to be Siva strong. And it's...
And you can be Siva strong and take out Ava. Thank you.
But I don't know. They're going to take it. Eva's, I don't think, is winning this game. I guess I'm planting that flag now. It'd be cool to watch. And of course, I don't want people to hand her the win. And I don't think she would want that. She's an athlete. She's competed. So she'd want, no pun intended, she would not want a Charity win. And so it's like, she's going to play this game. People are going to play this game.
That's wonderful. But how many times in these games will people say, oh, not this week, but next week. Oh, not this round, but next round.
That's when you get caught up.
And you look up and who they made it to the end. The same person y'all just said, oh, we'll get them next week. Oh, it's not the right time. Oh, we don't have the numbers. Oh, it's too early.
And then you one toe away from $1 million.
Oh, yeah. Eva's just so intertwined. She even, of course, a lot of the people don't know this, but we also saw the meatheads kind of getting together. which ended up, I don't think I have the full list, but
Shocker.
David, Kyle, Joe, Eva was in that crew. I think Shane was in there, though Kyle threw a little like, hey, watch out for him.
Oh,
but
sure.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, where Eva's kind of intertwined with that, where it'd be tough to get them to turn on Eva, and Say's kind of like a universally disliked person. So I understand it from the Eva.
It's easy to dislike her.
I'm just saying every vote that was for freaking Charity could have been votes that was on Eva. I'm just leave it at that. Just gonna leave it at that. But who knows how things would have worked out if they would have tried it. I don't know. But she's going around telling everybody about the idol. And you have David, and I said, trying to coalesce this physical alliance. He's saying he don't want to.
We have. This is what he said. He said we have not had a winner in this new era. They're all fake Mickey Mouse winners because it's not the true strongest people getting to the end. That's what David said.
He said
David didn't say this, but David said Jonathan should have beat Marianne. That's what
David in the final three. That's the crazy thing.
It wasn't. Won. So how was you even gonna beat her?
He still should have won. He still should have won that season. That's what David said. Shoot. He also said Mike should have beat Marianne. He also said Mike should have beat Marianne. Who else can I bring up that should have won?
Mike. That's absolutely diabolical.
What was from last season? Sam should have won.
Oh yeah, Sam should have won.
It's just crazy because here's my thing. He was like, anybody that's playing social game, that's being deceptive, that's manipulative, that's strategy, that's this, they gotta go. It's the physical people time. It's our time.
Oh my God. The Italian, I think his name David should have won 44.
Oh.
Wait, is his name David? Danny.
Dan, yeah.
Danny should have won 44.
Boo. And so I'm like,
boo.
Man, Danny really went out with the Gashake accent. He said, I'm gonna tell you something, Jeff.
And Jeff was not. I'll never forget that. Jeff was not here for it at all. Jeff did not give it no play. Uninterested. And so he's talking all this, and he's talking about, we're gonna win Survivor. We? Since when did we win $1 million?
Is this a team effort? Because if so, give me When I didn't expect my cut. Because when I heard I knew that included me. So do I need to send a Venmo request? What's his at?
Like you need the wire transfer information because we can wire it to my bank account now.
Listen, I got all of it. I got Cash App, I got Zelle, I got Venmo. I take cash. I will take a cashier check, a wire transfer, Western Union, money order, however you want to send it. You know what? I can drop to you. Jesus, I got options.
We take it all, baby.
And if I don't take it, I'll find out a way to take it.
And on top of that, all this. We play with integrity and honesty. This the game we gonna play. This what we need to do.
This game.
Leave that at the boat. Before you step off the boat, leave your honesty, your integrity, your goodwill, your good fortune, all that at the boat. Please.
The thing is, though, I feel like this benefits David a lot, and I feel like I feel like a lot of. I'm not calling David a puppet master yet, but that's a narrative that a lot of puppet masters think or paint, where it's like, oh yeah, we're all loyal, we're all strong, and slowly, we're all on it. We're gonna tell each other everything, and all of a sudden, you're looking like Raven in Paul's season of Big Brother, where it's like, all right, you got a bunch of minions, and that meathead crew.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say would benefit him. It kind of wouldn't, but it somewhat does. I don't know. Keeping all the strong people, pushes all the strong people to the end. Now, does he have those tight relationships in that group? Not yet. Him and Joe like no.
He got time.
Because he built a good relationship with Eva, who then went back and told Joe that he's solid as ever. So who voted for who? In terms of the end, Nolan, we'll get there. I didn't catch everybody, but I do know.
I know
that-
Say's vote.
Right.
Hey, Miss
We know
Deborah.
Say's vote.
Let me see.
Good evening, Miss
I didn't see
Deborah.
who everybody voted for.
Teresa, go back and look for us while we still talking about this. So yeah, you know, it's an interesting dynamic. Like for him to say we haven't won. You keep, first of all, you keep adding yourself up in there with these people of the past. They didn't win for a reason, because this game is not just about strength and physicality. It is about social strategy. It is about masterminding, if you can, you know, getting out of tough situations, plotting and planning, you know, that's what this game is about. And he's trying to strong arm the game, that group. They're gonna strong arm. And I mean, if they get to the end, kudos to them. But I mean, I don't know. Is that a wrong way to end? I guess that begs the question. If they all get to the end, did they do something right then?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what I don't blame David for doing this and painting this picture, and it is funny from the outside looking at it, but at the same time, is he wrong? We see time after time kind of the person that's doing the best in the comps is the next to go. Last season it was Kyle.
Yep.
Kyle goes on a win streak, and it's like, all right,
he
once
eating it
Kyle loses, Kyle's
this time we done being the Michels. We taking over this game.
you could win comps and be proud about it.
Like what? Mr. Drink 2 gallons of milk a day. Calm down.
But he got a fellow milk drinker. Shout out Joe.
Joe, you know what? Survivor, producing crew team. We don't need to hear nothing else about no milk. This could be the very last time. Let me just say that right here, right now. We are good. We get it.
We got
it.
Little
you know, got it good.
The next reward challenge will be for a cow that you can freshly milk.
Listen, unless I can take a bite out of it, no. I want a steak.
I was gonna say treats for a cow on a plate.
Listen, you know I like my steak.
So it was just interesting, and then so another part that Charity was also right about. She pulled Star aside. She's like, "Girl, go get your idol back. That is yours. I don't care how sorry you feel for her, how nice you think you being. Go get the idol back." And Charity is 1000% right. Go get it back.
1,000,000% right. And if I was Eva, I would have been like, no,
right?
I would have been, and she would have been well in her right to do so. But yes, go get it back. She shouldn't have gave it to her in the first place.
Shouldn't have gave it. Mm-hmm. She would have been in her right to ask, and she would have been in her right to refuse. But
was it Joe that was saying, "Hey, don't give it back"?
Yeah, he said, "No matter what, don't you get it idol back." And Joe right to tell her that too.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But for Star to go and then tell Eva that Charity wanted her to go get it back, and she was like, "Yeah, go get it back from her. Take it back. That's yours. That's yours." And I'm like, this relationship between Star and Eva is just so crazy to me.
Ridiculous.
They're besties now. Like what? Like
no, for real.
The power of an idol.
The power of an idol that she don't even get.
Isn't idols more about friendships and saving yourself? That's what Survivor's about, right? All about the friendship.
But maybe Star is up to Star know what she's doing, because as Nolan just mentioned, Star is low-key in a better spot than a lot of people in the game right now.
Yep.
Better than I thought she would go into the merge. So let me be quiet. Because you know what you're doing, sis. Play your game. And yeah, she surprised me too, Miss Deborah, say the way she voted. And she talked about, I was scared at the end. Like, please. You wasn't too scared that you wasn't voting the ops out. So there we go. And so then we get to the immunity challenge, like we were talking about. You know, it was the orange team. Orange team won, right? So those were the ones competing.
Was it?
Orange, right? Orange competing.
You know, I don't know.
Purple one.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I'm pretty sure Cedric was on orange. And unfortunately, yeah, they had Gache Ninja Warrior, Slope Wall, and it's tough. I couldn't imagine. It is difficult, and I can see where people get caught up and need to be supported in that. So
For sure. So
they did fall behind, though. They did fall behind.
A lot behind. They almost
listen.
Low key, if it wasn't for him getting stuck, they probably would have won. Honestly.
They were bringing it back a little bit.
So purple wins. So it's Kyle, David, Camilla, Say, and
Mary Chrissy,
and
Star.
Yes. Competing for individual immunity. Chrissy is the first one out. Then it is Camilla? No.
I don't remember the order. Camilla made it far, though.
Then Camilla, or Camilla, then Mary. Yeah, Camilla, then Mary, then Say, then David. It's down to Star and Kyle. Star drops it. Kyle wins. He's the first individual immunity winner. Let's go. Fun fact. Also,
are you doing the Mike Bloom or Mike Bloom? Was it Mike Bloom that said this?
I think so. About the Kyles being 100.
Yeah, the 13th place 2 times.
Really?
And individual immunity was won in the final 13.
Yeah,
both were named Kyle.
100% by Kyles. So shout out to them. And so now we got who we gonna send home? That's where we at this point. Who going home? So many things were happening. You know, people brought up the conversation that was going on back at the merge feast. Well, first of all, let me talk about Say. She's sitting in his hammock. She's like, yeah, child, we had roasted duck, we had lamb chops, we had ice cream, we had oranges, we had cake, pie, juice, pop, this, that, wine, all. You know, she just naming any food, any dessert, any drink you can name of. She telling them, she's like, oh, yeah, and it was good, too. And then we had this, and then we had that. And they're like, okay, and you telling us this why? Well, you asked, didn't it? So I'm going to tell you. Never do that. Don't rub the food in the people's face. Because you know that's going to piss somebody off. You know it's going to piss them off.
All it takes is David being on the other tribe and you saying that you had some milk. That's all it takes.
All it would take.
Listen, and that's it.
Then you have Cedric, who asked Star how it was. She said, oh, it was good. He was, you know, that's how you're supposed to do it. Just kind of downplay. Oh, you know, it was all right, a little bit. You know, they had a couple things, but it was just chill, fam. That's kind of how that little vibe they had going on. And then Cedric just started crying. And I'm like, did I miss something? What's going on, Ced? And he's just having a really rough time with the fact that he pretty much feels like he cost his team. He did. But she gave him a pep talk, encouraged him. Y'all know that meme with what's the name? Green giving what is his name? Basketball player Durant, that little pep talk.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, Draymond Green.
Yeah, Draymond Green giving the pep talk.
Giving Green.
You got the last name. I see you, Eric.
Green.
You said what?
Close enough. I said close enough.
I know my sports. What y'all trying to say?
You know it. You got the last name. Hey, you painted the picture. This is a certified sports fan.
Yes. So she was basically uplifting him. She's like, you are okay. You are enough. Let me hear you. Let me hear you say it with your chest. You are good. We starting on a new league. This is a new game. We're resetting. This is like, you know, she played basketball because this is such a basketball team.
Giving him a pep talk. Yeah, listen, they down by 2. It's like 30 seconds on the clock. Y'all got the ball. Like, she's like, come on, fam. Like, get it together. Get your head in the game.
Get your head in the game.
I do feel bad for Cedric because this has been the second challenge, I'd say, where I'm not saying all the blame goes on him, but him and Kevin in the balance beam or whatever, where he just couldn't get it. And I'm like, oh, now I regret being like, oh, Cedric couldn't do it. I believe in you now, Cedric. I believe you're going to be the best copy.
Inspiration to the father. There are dads and men out here that can't do what you do.
That part.
What? Like, I loved it. Like, Star really shined through, no pun intended.
Personality really came out this episode. Like, we really got to see who she was.
Yes.
I love it.
And we love that not only we seeing personality, because, you know, sometimes they show us somebody's personality and they get sent home. And we like, well, dang, we just now started getting to see you. I think they did this to Cam in Big Brother 26. Like, we didn't start really getting to see Cam on the show until it was time to go. You know,
Cam make it super far too.
Yeah, right.
like,
and he's in the final. Wherever
the game is over tomorrow, fam.
Right.
And you're funny.
Literally. And so that happens. I loved it. That was such a good moment between them two. Come on, new duo alert.
Season of duos.
So love that moment. But then, like I said, we have Say, who wants Eva out. That's who she was planning on going for. Charity was initially, but then she backtracked and she was like, no, it might be too hard. Let's just go and do an easy vote. Let's do Say. It's gonna be Say. So she's pretty much rounding up the votes. And everybody's kind of like, yeah, let's do Say. Let's do Say. We good with that. I'm good with that. Because she was saying your name, by the way. Kyle tells Eva, Say dropped your name at the food place. So Eva is now on guard. And she's like, well, this is dangerous. Everybody know I got an idol. Do I need to use my idol? I was kind of like, ooh, are they gonna scare her to wasting her idol? Hopefully, yes.
Man, I wish she used it tonight. I was crossing my fingers. Like,
but her people reassured her that she was good. And so she was
not good.
Hope for Say. And so at this point, we got 3 names. Eva's name is tossed up. Charity's name is tossed up because they were kind of like, well, we was all thinking Charity today, but maybe we do need to go ahead and do Say because neither one of them got too many friends. And so it might be just best to just go ahead and get Say out. And so we go to tribal council like that. I mean, straightforward to the point is one of these 3. Well, really 2. We know Eva ain't going home with. By this point, I didn't feel like she was going to get no votes. And so we go into tribal council and they start talking and Jeff, asking his usual questions. Kyle makes Jeff laugh. He was like, I've been trying for 14 days, Jeff. I only got you to laugh. I don't even remember the joke, but good for Kyle because Jeff is not a easy one to make laugh.
I forget. We were all in the it was a sniffing butts one, huh? They were talking about being in a dog park and
yes.
Wasn't Kyle that said, oh, you know what? We're all kind of still sniffing each other's butts.
Maybe.
That was Kyle. I don't know. A whole lot of analogies. Shout out to the buchacha, whatever dance moves.
Like Jeff got mentioning that, like he want to dance so bad. and then they started. This turned into a corporate episode because they talk about we all a family and we love each other, but there's cliques.
Come on,
but we don't really know. I'm like, huh? Where y'all get family from? This never gave family. Never gave family.
That's not like the default. You have nothing to say at tribal. You just say you're a family. It's like, we love everyone.
Hostile work environment is what it really is.
Man, we needed a say-centric tribal. Is this what non-say-centric tribals are like? Oh, man.
Because this is a lot of people's first time, so folks are nervous. They're nervous.
As they should be.
They should be.
Don't be getting too comfy.
If you're getting too comfortable, you probably go home.
Probably.
Charity.
And by probably, I mean it is.
Right. So after they get through talking about dance moves, sniffing butts because they dogs at a park, and corporate speak for a hostile work environment, calling each other family, they go vote. And here comes Star, more of her personality. Love this moment. She come through dancing. She hitting it. And she get ready to pop the top off the pin, and the pin go flying. I said, there's some black elder watching this and like, see, that's why you sit yourself down so we're doing all that playing.
Down, you doing too much, girl.
All that playing, you wouldn't have happened. You would sit.
I definitely got that video saved though.
Literally. And so I thought it was funny. I was like, but I just know somebody auntie like, see, sit yourself down somewhere, girl. You're doing too much. Doing too much. But we love to see it. We love to see some personality. So they get to count these votes. Say, vote for Say. 1 vote for Cedric, huh?
That's the only vote we need to talk about. Because, girl,
Love the certified hater vote. Love being a certified hater.
But girl, you was almost in trouble, girl.
You know what? Almost that want to be a hater vote almost sent you home.
You gotta stand 10 toes on your hater vote though.
Because I bet you if it was a revote, she would have went home.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
Yep.
But well, she probably could have just switched her vote then at that point because you revote, she gets to revote too, I think, right?
Yeah, but
Lordy, I'm confused with this year of all the little 4 votes, 2 votes, 1 vote. Now Cedric is only 1 vote. Crazy. So I don't even know.
Yeah, let's not even ask me. That's why Josh needs to be here so he can explain it. But anyways, so we get to vote. Say. No, well, charity. And then Shay was I was like, oh Lord, they get ready to get sis up out of here. Finally, fit to get her out. The vote stopped. And I looked at the time. I said, oh, it's 8:25. Okay, so maybe she's good. And then just start saying charity.
I was like, whoa. After that second one, I said, we good.
8 person voted, or what is it? 7th person vote? No, 6, whatever person voted out. I don't know the number. They start with 18, they down to 12. So 6 person voted out of Survivor 48. Charity. Goodbye. And say, by the hair of your chinny chin. Your guardian angels, girl, they working overtime, sister. They working overtime. She is truly favored. I did hear about Charity being MAGA. I did, DM. Well.
Thoughts and tariffs.
What you say?
Thoughts and tariffs.
And thoughts and tariffs to Eric's team.
I mean, I knew it was coming. I felt it coming.
Hey.
I did.
Dang, I'm the only one ain't lost nobody yet.
You are. Listen, they've come for your draft week after week after week after week, and you.
My draft be like, whoa, ducking and dodging. Okay.
Truly.
You know what I have? I got the fan favorites. I got Twitter's draft. And that's all that matters to me. You do have Stephanie, she be on Twitter. We got star updates. We got
I wish I could change Stephanie for evil.
And then we got Mitch. Mitch is just kind. Mitch is a nice guy who could dislike Mitch. So yeah. I got the people's champ.
Not too bad.
And so I mean, I can't even be mad because I didn't even choose Charity. So
you did.
It's fan 10 toes. You did.
No, I did not. That was the randomizer. Y'all know
this. And the randomizer went on your name, and then it chose Charity for you. So therefore, your name is Eric, and it chose Charity. So you chose Charity.
The randomizer chose her for me.
You chose. You got Charity.
Anyways, we've been down like this before and still won. Oh,
sure. Man. Only reason you won traders is because 18 people won.
That is very true.
I literally had the most faithful of the faithful, so I wasn't going nowhere. I was gonna win that too. Anyways, oh yeah, Eva, she can give friends of vibes for sure.
Dude, Eva's giving goat vibes. Okay, Eva. No, I'm kidding. I definitely know what DM's
must be two different
taking me out. Mary said Charity hating on Eva because both are pick-me's and can only be one.
Well, you know what? And we see this most every year on Big Brother. Where are you in this game?
Every
pick-me's always compete. You can never have more than one pick-me.
Facts. I love a good pick-me battle because it's so funny because both of y'all are delusionally silly.
Me.
Because the men will always pick each other. Who do I want for 50? Great question, Nolan. I definitely want to see Davey because that's my friend, and I think Davey is a good Survivor player, and I think he deserves a second chance. He should have been back.
He's rumored to be on there. Hopefully it's true.
Shout out to Davey. Davey for sure.
While you think, Eric, I have one name. I have one name and only one name that I care about. It's my favorite Survivor player, Brenda Lowe. Gosh, I love Brenda. I love Brenda. Would love to see her back.
We don't know. Brenda.
Was it Karamoa? I don't.
Now you said names
late 20s. Do you know what? You know her if you saw her. That's my go right there. Love Brenda. I don't think she'll play, but if she did, oh my gosh, my jaw would drop.
I don't know enough older era players because all the older era players I know are like legends and they really don't need to come back again because they've already been there 3 or 4 or 5 times. But if I had to choose some new era people, I would like to see Andy back. I would like to see Shan back.
Shan play again.
I would also like to see. Trying to think, who else can we bring back?
Taste.
You know, my controversial person I would like to see that I just don't like him, but wouldn't mind seeing him play.
Russell Hance.
Ricard.
Oh, you know, I said that man last week. You know, I can't stand that man, but he played so well.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him play again. I wouldn't pick him just because I don't like him personally, but if he played, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna watch him.
He would deserve a chance
to fail, but I'm gonna watch him.
He would deserve a chance. Oh, Omer too. Omer's a good play. Omer was really good and strategic. He can come back. Oh, Carla and Jesse. Although Jesse got cut, so he not coming.
I was about to say, Eric, you named about 5 new era people. They got max 2 spots. It sounds like.
I already know that, but I'm saying I don't know. Older era people.
Right, Mary. Not Ricard.
I don't know enough older era people that I can just pull from. Be like, oh, this is who I want to see because the oldest I can go, like I said, without doing too much is David versus Goliath because a lot of the older people, the Cerise, Parvati, Sandra, Boston Rob, you know, they had already played. I mean, Amanda can come back, but she had already played 3 times too. So it's like everybody that I can think of.
Although likable played quite a bit.
2 and 3, 4 different times.
Yeah.
Ooh. Also, Sydney. Y'all might not remember Sydney. I really enjoyed Sydney. From like, what was she? 20 or in the 30 somethings? I don't know. Like her.
Who was the dude that I can't even remember his name, child. That D was hooking up with?
Wendell.
Oh, Austin.
I wouldn't mind seeing him play again.
Oh, Mary too. Mother Mary.
You laughing at me?
Wait, what happened?
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. What just happened?
That's my fault, y'all. We can move on.
We'll talk about it after the fact. So
but we wrapping up anyway.
I said Wendell for D.
Oh! Look, that went right over my head.
I didn't even hear it.
But you know what?
Mary and I
we don't want winners. We don't want winners.
I just thought you was talking
for the mess. I would like to see D, Wendell, and Austin on at the same time. Not your whole roster on the island.
Ridiculous.
No.
She got on her roster. He feeding her lobster and pasta the whole time while they on the island. He was just catering to her every need and win.
Lord, now Wendell's for everybody. Well,
who has not? Oh, really? That's Sue's man. I am cracking up.
Well,
I forget.
Anywho,
but yeah, Mary from season 46. She was really good. She was strategic and could win challenges. So love me a good Mary. Didn't like her while I was playing because she wasn't on my draft. But hey. So yeah. Charity went home.
Gosh. Ooh, I need a One World representative. I know that's a garbage season.
Once more, she truly is a cat with 9 lives because she's been on the shop block about 4 different times. So she got about 5 good lives left in her. Where does that put her? Top 8?
What's her name?
Windows.
I'm sorry. I'm in the rabbit hole of trying to think of people. Sabrina from One World, or even Cat from One World. I don't know.
Eli just speaking names now.
I'm having fun thinking of
from David versus Goliath as well. Love
Christian Hubicki.
Oh, Christian for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I liked him.
And Angelina too, like Angelina.
You know what?
Natalie Cole, bring Natalie Cole back. Why did I not like? Let's bring her back. Literally,
certified White Lotus season.
Natalie got to be up there. That woman is tired.
She would come back. She said she would.
Oh, she got to be like what, 70 now?
She's 60.
60? Early.
If you've been on the White Lotus, you can. That's the season then.
That's true. You know what? Bring Mike. What's his name? Mike White.
Mike White.
That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back.
Coming back to this show.
Child, you don't think so? I think he would in a second.
My guy was sipping wine on the beach.
And they don't give wine out like they used to. They don't get that type of luxury out no more. So, so that's out. That's out. But yeah, Say was on the chopping block once more. Almost got voted out. Her time may be coming unless something switches up or something happens. But who knows? Because we see in the preview, Kyle and Camilla, they back to scheming. And Camilla said they gonna set Cheyenne up, which I don't like because he on my draft. But go ahead, do your magic, girl.
Set him up.
Set him up. I'm all for the game. So we will see. Ethan hooked up with Amber and date Jenna after they were together on All Stars. Together, Amber is Boston Rob's wife. Oh wow. Mike White will do
Eric's thinking, man, Survivor used to be like the challenge.
No, literally is what it's starting to sound like. That's what it's starting to sound like. But yeah, y'all, that's the review, the recap for today's episode. Once again, not a bad episode. Really another good episode. You know, a lot of it was filler, felt like a little bit, but it was still good. This season is
lower half in terms of the episodes we've had, but
yeah, most definitely.
Still, how can we complain?
Because we didn't know if Say was going
not
on.
Too bad mid.
Yeah, because they still had a split. It wasn't set on like who was going home. Like somebody, it was down to the wire with these votes. So kudos to them for keeping the fire alive. But y'all, we will see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Before we go, y'all know what you got to do. Go ahead and subscribe to A Who All Gonna Be There podcast. And then turn on those notifications so you never miss when we got an episode coming out. But also, if you're on Twitter, speaking to the Twitterians, I don't even know what we call each other, but the Twitterers, follow us on Twitter at A Who All There, and also on Instagram if you use Instagram at the same name. And we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.